What up, you awesome sauce hackers? It's your boy, the humble hacker from CHICAGO with a pinch of social anxiety shyness. Yes, shy is a double meaning. Shy Ronin back with another video walkthrough. Today, we're taking our swords and we're gonna get to slicing and dicing with Katana from the Offensive Security Proving Grounds. This one was a doozy, as there was not a straight way to take advantage of the web server. We do a little back and forth as there's HTTP services on 4 ports. Yes, 4 ports and no horse, of course. You folks dig my new logo? Straight fire, baby! Everyone stateside safe from the snow? I just finished shoveling and my spine sent a signal to my taint telling me to sit my cold and short ass down. Later on, to see that my driveway looks like I didn't do jack squat, so my message to snow is go fork yourself, you cold ass constipator. So, here I am enjoying the rest of my snowy morning, doing this machine, which brings me back to what we'll be learning from this machine. Not related to the snow, spines, and tanks, of course, but more about the room itself. Here, we're exploiting this machine via PHP reverse shell, and gaining privilege escalation by taking advantage of files that have capabilities. Think of capabilities as going to a very bougie party with no invitation. You really want to get inside and torch the place because bougie people suck, hobo taint. You see someone has an invite, but they also have a +1 invite as well. So what do? We pick that bougie douchebag's pocket, removing that +1 invite and just strolling right up to the doorman, slap him in the face with our stolen invite and just waltz right on in. Side note. Our user flag is not where we expect, which is another signal to be as thorough as we can when attacking a machine. For privilege escalation, we're switching it up by using LinPEAS from now on, as it makes enumeration and escalation a lot easier, at least for me, to find things we can take advantage of, since LinPEAS highlights interesting files we can look into. Might be a lot to unpack, which is whack, but if we stick to the script, we'll enjoy these attacks. Nice little freestyle there. Now, weapons ready? Let's get it. Okie dokie artichoke, let's let the fun begin! Alright, we have our in-map scan. We're going to do things a little bit different. We got a SC for safe scripts, -SV to enumerate versions, -P- for all of the ports. Going to output all the formats and perform all functions. Yes, it might be reminiscent to the popular 80s song by Men at Work, Overkill, but don't care, we're running it. The best way to cover all of our bases. So since I already ran the scans, go ahead and check out what it has in it. Alright, we have port 21 for FTP that's open. We have SSH. We have port 80 here for HTTP. We have another port for HTTP. It looks like 7080 using an application called Lightspeed. We have another port open, 8088. And Nginx, I think that's how it's pronounced, on port 8715. Alright, now let us run a Go Buster. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 ports to check here. We're going to have our 4 windows open here. We have our initial one running on port 80. We're using Go Buster, specifying using the directory busting module, specifying our word list, -Q for STFU. Since this is running a path from all these here, we are going to be searching for the extensions of PHP, PHTML, HTML, SH, and TXT. We have our output as Go Buster's Katana, and we have our, that sounded so Spanish, -U, specifying our URL right here with 200 threads, doing the same thing, but in this case it's going to be on port 7080, which we can fix this for this remaining 4 by specifying said port on 7080 for there, specifying 8088 from here, and then 8715 for here. Oops, 8715. That should say 15 there. And this one should say 8088 there. All right. All these scans were already ran, so let's go ahead and look at what the results are. So let's go ahead and clear this out. And cat, go Buster Katana. Check that. Same thing over here. Cat out, go Buster Katana for 7080. Okay. Oops. Cat go Buster. 80. Hold on. Double check. Okay. 80. 88. And this one was 8715. Let's clear this out. Cat. Mistype that freaking crap again. No. What was that port number again? 8715. There we go. Alright. Doesn't look like that there's much here on 8715. Just as a sanity check, let's go run it again, just to be sure. Hang on 1 second. Totally forgot. Totally forgot my command. I didn't save it there. So we're going to fix that by simply copy and pasting in my little note sectione here. Just running that there. Now while this is running, let's start from the left and work our way down. So, starting from port 80. So on port 80, looks like that we have index and ebook are the only two. For 7080, looks like it just has ebook. For 8088, we have a lot more here. And looks like we're getting the same response from the 8715. Then we have image, CGI bin, docs, upload, protected, and blocked. Now, whenever we see something that resembles upload, the first thing we always want to try to grab, just to keep it in our booty pocket, is a reverse shell. And for this case, we're going to be using a PHP reverse shell. So let's go check out our pages first. So this is this one on port 80. We have a regular page here. Okay, ebook doesn't have squibbity bop in it. Now, to test this out a little bit deeper, actually, no, that IP address is correct. If we get this exact same response from this one and this one, then that should immediately tell us that all of our focus should be on this one until we see anything different. So let's go ahead and run that sanity check there. So this is port 7080. Let's check this out. Right. Port 7080. There we go. All right. So let's accept the continue. 404 not found. Thank you very much for wasting our time, you douchebag. All right. Next port was 8088. This one didn't have ebook, but 8715 does. So let's go over to that one. Let's fix this and get rid of that space. Sanity check, press enter. Does anything come up? Absolutely not. All right. 8715. Wait, oops. But forgot that HTTPS was there. Okay, looks like this is bringing us to a login page. So we don't have anything to say to that. To go into ebooks. So let's go to 8088. All right, let's get rid of that. 8088. Yes, we know of the Katana. Let's look at TGI bin, working from the top down. Okay, next up is docs. What do you have? All right, Lightspeed version 1.5. Let's keep that in our booty pocket right there. Keep this and copy this, not keep that. There we go. Let's put this right there just for safekeeping and keep it moving. What's next? We got upload.php. Okay. Next up. Okay, let's see here. So it looks like this might be a container for a file. And if there was a file here, it should list off what these are. So that was the PHP. Now let's look at HTML. Okay. Okay. And it looks like we are brought to a page where we can upload files here. All right. Keep this in the booty pocket right there. Let's change this up. Look at the other ones. Protected. Just to see what we get. Next up is blocked. Excuse me. Let's look at PHP info. .php. Don't want to screw that up. And see if we can see if there's anything that might be in comments, maybe. So normal configuration page, maybe there might be something just like hidden in there, which looks like there is not. So let us go back to this upload page here and set up a reverse shell. Let's go ahead and navigate over to where our folder is. Katana. There we are. Here we are. Have our PHP reverse shell. Now let's go and first bring up our IP address. Let's move it over here instead. Okay. Open the script here. Let's open it with mousepad. And take a peek at what we're doing. For this reverse shell here, we only have to focus on 2 areas. However, there is a third to keep in mind of. And I will also open up the secondary one to show you what that third option is. So, for the one that we're using, actually, let's start from the beginning, from what was original, and work with the remix. So this is the original one here. The main 2 areas that we focus on is changing this IP address to what our IP address is from the VPN tunnel, since we're working on this lab. We're going to be changing this port here if we see fit. And what happens is that once the reverse shell commands are executed successfully, it'll run this here. So it'll run the uname, ID, and then spawn a shell from we see binsh-i. So what I like to do is adjust one section extra, which is this. And what do I do with it? Let us take a peek. I change it simply to bin bash, just to see if I can have more of an actual like shell that I'm comfortable with. So that's why I normally just edit that, switch it from bin sh to bin bash. So here's our IP address of our VPN tunnel. We're going to be going still on port 1234. And now let's first set up our netcat listener in C-NLVP. One, two, three, four. Okay, so now that's listening. Let's go over to this upload page. Upload our reverse shell here. Okay. I'll put it in both. And submit query. All right. It says, please wait for 1 minute. Please relax. I am relaxed. Why the hell are you saying that? And it's making me not relaxed by telling me to freaking relax. How dare you? Sorry. Let's keep going. Sorry for that little outburst there. Alrighty. So, what is hither? Just like that upload.php page that we saw earlier, where it just said file 1, and these other sections are filling in those gaps. So let's see. Please wait for 1 minute. Please relax. Oh man, if you were a person, I would punch you in the throat. Okay, move to the other web server. Okay, so it looks like this created a temporary file and then sent our file to a different server, but which one? And it looks like it renamed it also as Katana _PRS PHP. Okay. So, where are our other HTTP ports located at? So we have port 80. So let's check that one out. Hang on one second. Let me go bring on my notepad so I can make this a lot faster. So, 1 second. Just got my notepad over here. I'm just moving some stuff around. Alright. So, open up a new tab. Let's leave it with just port 80. See if that would trigger our file. No, it does not. Okay. Next port. Colon. This one is 7080. Does that work? Nope. Forbidden. Next port is not going to be 8080 because it said, as it said, moved to other web server. And the only other web server that we have is on port, you guessed it, 8715, not 45. So let's hit enter here. Secure connection failed because it's doing HTTPS again. Get rid of that and hit enter, and blue! We now have a shell. Okay, so let's begin with our post-exploitation. Let's start with our initial navigation first. So let's go with ID. Okay, www.data. Print working directory. Host name. Uname -A. Okay. All right. Let us navigate to our temp folder. Alrighty. I'm going to open up another split window here. Oops. Navigate to our privilege escalation folder. We are not going to be using the smart enumeration tool. Today we're going to be using LinPEAS. Alright, start up our Python 3 HTTP server. Right, hit enter there. Take a peek at our local IP address over here. Go copy that right over there. And put in the command over here with the W again. On port 8000. LinPEAS.sh. Let's hit enter. And it grabbed it. Alright. Like it was supposed to. And set our executable permissions to LinPEAS. Now we run LinPEAS. Ooh, nice little picture there. All right. So this is still running here. Looks like it's jammed up on internet access. Let's start from the top down. See what we can dig out. All right. Cute little baby face. All right. Now, our legend, this is where it's interesting because it says if we see anything that's listed like this, 95% chance it's a privilege escalation vector. We didn't really see that with the Linux smart enumeration tool, but it's going to be in here. So, and if it's in red, it says that we must take a look at it. All right, so let's begin scrolling down to see what we have in either red/yellow or red. All right. Nothing out of place so far. Scrolled up on accident. Please forgive me. Let's keep with the scrolling. Okay. Dump creds from memory as well. Okay, that's interesting there. Keep on scrolling. Okay. Right. Here's some more network information. Looks like it just passed that. Let's keep on scrolling. Here's our route with their salt there. I seriously thought that said if you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. All right. Stupid me. Let's keep it going. Scroll down a little bit more. All right. Nothing out of place yet, but we're still going. Okay. Says there's password files there. All right, we have a dump from Etsy password. Beautiful. Okay, look at this. We got a local .txt file. Where is this at? Okay, so it looks like this is in var/www. So let's confirm that it's there in a var/www. Okay. We see it again. Okay, confirming that local is a doop doop doop. Let's keep scrolling. Okay, and there is our reverse shell script that we uploaded. All right, it's all done. All right, let's cd over to var doop doop doop. Okay, that's ls in folder doop doop doop. All right, and there is our file there. Okay, let's scroll back up and see if there's anything else. Just to double check here. Scrolling, 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 scrolling. Okay. All right, let's start here. All righty, looking decent. All right, looks like, okay, cron job. All right, scrolling a little bit more. Okay, nothing out of place here. Alrighty. Okay, Apache server info. Alright. Okay, there's nothing here. Ooh, secrets.tdb. Wonder what that stands for. I have no idea. Okay, let's keep going down, down, down. And what's that? Files with capabilities. All right, capabilities. Okay, they just look like digital E's to me. All right, but it says that Ping and Python have capabilities on them. So let's do a little dibble dabble and read up on them a little bit. Okay, Linux capabilities provide a subset of the available root privileges to a process. So these capabilities, so basically these two commands have a subset of available root privileges to a process. All right. This effectively breaks up root privileges into smaller and distinctive units. Oh, breaking up. What will the children think? Each of these units can then be independently granted to processes. Did I read that sentence wrong? I think I did. I will reread it again. I will reread it, not reread it. Okay, reread it again. Super. Each of these units can then be each of these units can then be independently be granted to a okay, yeah, so this person screwed it up, not me. All right. This way the full set of privileges is reduced and decreasing the risks of exploitation. Alrighty. So, how do we remove that? Let us Google that. Remove Linux files with capabilities. Okay. And how to remove Linux capabilities. The exact same question that we are here to find out. All right. So, how do we do that? Let's see. Reading capabilities, we don't want to read that. We want to remove them. Get them out of our face. So let us try this one. Since -R should be to remove. Or recursive. Either one. But why would it need to be recursive? And also, to remove all capabilities from a file, use -R. Okay, so that makes a lot of sense. And okay, the get cap recursively. Okay, so now that just contradicted itself. So we're not gonna shame ourselves in that. We're just gonna do this anyway. Let's see if this works. Does the copy paste work? Yes, it does. And hit enter. All right, and it looks like it removed that. So, okay, that's right. We already found where the key was. So now, let us see if we can use Python in order to call get a shell. So what we're going to do, we're going to call it bin Python. Guess I spelled that correctly, I think. Oops. We do not have the arrow to use it. Damn it. All right, user bin Python 2.7. Okay. What do we want to do? We want to issue a command, which forgot can't use the back, so I got to start from here to import the operating system. OS set our UID to 0. And then, so we can function as root. Then we're going to call the system again to kick, oh, I thought I spelled OS as AS again. To call a remote, to call a shell. And we're going to issue the command of bin/bash quote dat, and we hit enter. So all right, so essentially what we did was we are calling on Python here to issue the command to go in order. So we're telling the operating system to run the next commands with root UID, which is 0, and then call the bash shell. So when we hit enter, we should be root now. Let's make sure. If ever we get a blinking cursor, always test it. Don't get mad at it. Okay, it says we're root. Now let's get an actual, let's use a TTY escape to make it look a little cleaner. gonna change this to bash. Get my handy little notepad here. Go right over there. Okay, now it looks a little nicer. And confirms us as root. So, now that we are root, let's go to root. And there's our root flags. Meaning, we have officially just owned this box. Or if we want to confirm it again, who am I? Root. Alright. So, that was Katana. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I definitely had a blast doing it. As you see, it got a little bit bouncy. We had to like switch back and forth a little bit and be a little bit more thorough. I am going to be using LinPEAS. Definitely like that. I like this now for my future videos. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for heads up on future content. I do weekly, sometimes twice a week. If you have any suggestions, leave a comment below on what machine you would like for me to try out next. I'm the humble hacker, Shy Ronin, and I will see you later.